Hey Monarch students, this is Miss KG. Welcome. And I am going to be going over your US history class and how this is going to look online. And before I do that, I just want to check in. How are you? Are you okay? I worry about you. I miss you. I hope you and your families are doing all right in this crisis. This is crazy stuff. So let me talk about just what are your expectations here for online learning. They want us to continue to try and teach you content because that helps keep some normalcy going here in your lives, but it shouldn't stress you out. Like if you are ill, if your family members are ill, if you are not in a position where you can complete these assignments, then please reach out to your counselor or reach out to me and I will reach out to your counselor and I'll make them aware. I'm just going to try and do the best I can in these situations to try and teach the rest of this course and hope that you can participate as you're able. And just know that the bar is pretty low. They do not want you to work more than 2 hours a week for any of your classes. So I've put together some pretty light assignments, which I could actually show you here in the calendar. You'll see that I've stripped out really a lot of what I was going to teach you. And now we're really doing just like a topic a week and just a couple assignments a week. And we're keeping it pretty light. I've tried to just focus on what was the most important piece of that unit. So hopefully that's taken some stress away about what this course is going to look like. And then let me show you about attendance, because this actually is the most important piece. Is they want you to do attendance every day because we are actually funded by the state of Colorado for how many students attend Monarch. So it's really important that we keep track of you. And so I've set up in this folder, this white folder is your online attendance. And so every day, if you would by 3:45, please check in that yes, you were here at school. That's really helpful for us for our record keeping. So whether or not you even do the assignments, I need you to do attendance, please. So let me tell you about the assignments that I've prepared for this week. And if I had missed seeing you prior to the break in school, we were studying the Vietnam War. And so some of you got drafted. I have to go into that assignment and show who got drafted. So about half the class got drafted, and we had planned to do a debate where it was going to be the establishment versus the counterculture. But sadly now this is just going to be done as a graded online discussion. So you'll still get to argue. You just sadly won't get to argue with people face to face. So who got drafted? Well, in this assignment right here, where it says draft interview, you can see down here, either in the PowerPoint or in the list, whether or not you're on the Army team or the counterculture team. Well, if you got drafted, your assignment, which you have 2 weeks to do, so this isn't going to be due until the 12th of April, is to write up a one-page interview of someone who remembers the Vietnam War. And this person was either a soldier or maybe they just remember the war. They remember how crazy the late 60s and early 70s were. And, coincidentally, they would actually be in their late 60s or in their 70s now, age-wise. And you would write up their interview. Well, I understand that you can't really go out and interview anyone as I'd intended. So if you look at all of the support materials I've attached, I've attached different interviews. So just click into one that looks interesting, write up their experience, and please don't forget the questions at the end of the assignment, which is, how do you feel about the draft? For some of you, it may not feel very fair that you had to do this write-up where other kids didn't, which is exactly the simulation that I was trying to create for feeling how the draft was viewed for many Americans. But then again, it continues to be the most fair way that we can think of to raise an army in a time of need. So next is I want to show you what did I plan for this week. So that's like old news. That was an old assignment. So this week, You're going to watch a movie. This is a 30-minute movie called Ordinary Americans, and there's a worksheet that goes with it. You'll have to pause the movie often just to get the short answers because the movie goes pretty fast. And you'll upload that sometime this week before midnight on Sunday. And then the other assignment that I prepared this week was the Ken Burns clips. So Ken Burns is a very famous documentary maker, and he did this really long series, an awesome series on Vietnam. But I've just pulled out a couple clips that I'm going to have you watch about the escalation of Vietnam. By Monday, I'll also have a quick online lecture about this PowerPoint right here. And that's going to be my narration. I'm sorry, I hate listening to my voice recorded here. And then the other thing that you're going to do in this quick assignment is research briefly experiences of prisoners of war, so PLWs. So this assignment is short answer, and then you'll upload the answers to this portal here. And then I think that's it. So if you have questions, I am supposed to man the computer on block days and be available for your questions during my office hours. Otherwise, I'm still going to answer your emails and answer your questions, but I'm not like, I don't have to be exactly at my computer the other days of the week. So I'll get back to you as I'm able. But during office hours is when I'm like actually sitting there and can give you work that you need or answer your questions. And if you were missing some assignments before they canceled school, please reach out to me and we can talk about how to get those made up for partial credit. And I think I've tried to reach out to you by email if I was worried at all about your grade. But for the most of you guys, you've worked so hard for the grades that you have that I'm just going to continue teaching the rest of the content, and you're going to participate as you're able. But please don't stress yourself out, because I want you to take care of yourself and take care of your family. And just know that I really, I miss you. And we'll be in touch, okay? So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for listening. Bye.